What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking about a perfect example of what's going on in Hollywood and what's been going on in Hollywood. They do not hire people to tell a good story. They do not hire qualified people that know the source material. They hire activists to tell a story of propaganda, to use these characters, to hijack these characters in order to attack people that don't line up with their narrative. And this is what we're looking at here. Ta-Nehisi Coates, who also is the new writer for Superman, for J.J. Abrams' Superman, uses Red Skull to go after Jordan B. Peterson. This is the world of Hollywood we live in. Now, I know I haven't been doing a lot of uploads here to the channel recently. We've been over on our Sports Wars channel because there's been a lot of news in the sports world with the social justice nonsense, with everything going on. And that channel, Sports Wars, is closing in on 100,000 subscribers. So thank you for the support over there. We've also been on the website with geeksandgamers.com Premium, doing a lot of streams for our premium members. A lot of good things are going on, but we are going to get back in the rhythm on this channel as well. So thank you for the patience and the support. I apologize for the lack of uploads. We've had a lot going on. Now, you see it here. This is Bounding into Comics, and it says Marvel Comics writer Ta-Nehisi Coates compares Jordan Peterson to the Red Skull in the latest issue of Captain America. And again, this is not a surprise to anybody that's been paying attention. Now, again, Ta-Nehisi Coates, who is involved with Marvel, is also the writer for the new Superman movie that J.J. Abrams is bringing to us. Do you think this guy is going to actually tell us a good story about Superman? Do you really think that's going to happen? Because I'm here to tell you it will not happen. Ta-Nehisi Coates is a terrible person who has said horrible things about white people. Things that you shouldn't be able to get away with. But of course, we know how the social justice narrative works, and we know how the oppression Olympics works. And this person is a bad, bad person. And of course, Superman is my favorite comic book character of all time. Superman should be the person that symbolizes hope and truth, justice, and the American way, as we know. And Ta-Nehisi, I don't know what Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams plan to do to Superman, but just understand it will not be Superman. It will be social justice propaganda, because once again, they're going to hijack a character to tell you a story of propaganda and destroy anyone that doesn't line up with their narrative, which is what they're doing to Jordan B. Peterson. Now, Jordan B. Peterson tweeted about it. Do I really live in a universe where Ta-Nehisi Coates has written a Captain America comic featuring a parody of my idea as part of the philosophy of the arch villain Red Skull? And that's another tweet from Jordan B. Peterson. Is this from the same issue? And here you see it, and it's just ridiculous. It's the same for all of them. Young men, weak, looking for purpose. I found the flag, you found the badge. They found Red Skull. He tells them what they've always longed to hear, that they're secretly great. That is the world, that the world is against them, that if they're truly men, they'll fight back. And bingo, that's their purpose. That's what they live for, and that's what they'll die for. And there's more to it. I mean, there's more to it. It's absolutely unbelievable. But this, again, this is where we are. This is the social justice propaganda world that Hollywood has created, that big tech has created. There's one, I'm trying to find it. I can find, I'm not sure. There's so many different, right here it is. And then it says 10 rules for life, you know, chaos and order. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. But again, these characters are being hijacked. There's a reason they don't want to create new characters, because no one will care about their new characters, because they're not talented enough to create new characters. They want to hijack pre-existing characters that have a massive following and a massive fan base, and they have mainstream appeal. And what they can do is they can then use propaganda and completely change these characters. The only thing that resembles these characters is that they remain the character in name alone, but they are spewed with the propaganda of the left. And then what happens is a lot of the mainstream, the people that don't really, check things out, the general audience, they'll eat it up for a little while. But fans will start rejecting it, and fans will start telling them that you're ruining these pre-existing characters with your social justice propaganda. And then they, with the lie that they continue to push that everyone is an ist or an ism, they turn those criticisms into the toxic fandom argument. Any criticism we are facing is from the toxic fandom, the people that don't want women and minorities in their stories. And of course, anyone with a working brain understands that that's just not how this works, but it continues to allow them to push their false narrative. And there are enough mindless zombies out there that will eat it up and will believe it. And Jordan Peterson is just another example of a long list of social justice nonsensical stories and characters used to attack the fans, attack customers, and attack voices that don't line up with the narrative. Unbelievable, but this is going to be the future of your DC universe with the Superman from Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams. And I don't know when it's going to stop. As I said when I was talking about the situation with the MLB All-Star Game and the social justice propaganda and the decisions, the woke decisions they made, it seems like it's waking a lot of people up. And it is, and now again, I don't necessarily follow Jordan B. Peterson. I respect Jordan B. Peterson. I've seen some of his videos, but I've never really watched him that much. I do respect the man. I've heard enough from him to understand he's a very intelligent person who has very good advice, but I don't necessarily follow him. Now, has he been involved in a lot of this stuff that's going on in Hollywood in the comic industry? Potentially. But it's nice that he is now, a voice as big as his is now, entering his take on some things because they're including him. But ultimately, we just have to continue to not bow down to these nut jobs. We have to not worry about what their opinions are because their opinions are based on being lazy and wanting everything handed to them and being lifelong victims. That's who they are. They're not interested in conversation. They're not interested in understanding. They're not interested in compromise. They're not interested in any of these things. All they want to do is call you an ist or an ism if you disagree with them. That is how they're programmed. But it's pretty cool that Jordan B. Peterson is at least aware of this and calling it out. And Ta-Nehisi Coates is a piece of garbage who is going to destroy Superman in every way, shape, and form. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Check us out over on geeksandgamers.com, our website. We appreciate all the support. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.